This is where every date ultimately leads. I tell the guy I am still a virgin and he is no longer interested in me. But I don't know if.
In a warmly lit room, four strangers sat facing a single camera, and themselves. Each carried a secret, a longing, and a fear that adulthood had rushed past them. They were virgins, not by accident but by choice, circumstance or fear. Deanne, at 35, wore perfection like armor. From Los Angeles, impeccably dressed, she rejected every date with a flick of judgment. If it doesn't sparkle, she'd say, it doesn't stay. Her standards were steep, and yet, they built walls rather than protect hearts. Sonali, 37 and graceful, hailed from a conservative South Asian home. She'd never experienced physical intimacy outside fantasy. Hers painted with candlelight, jazz, and rose petals. Her culture, her shyness, and layered fears held her back. Rasha, 42, had endured a marriage that never bloomed. After losing 80 pounds, she emerged confident but still barren of intimacy. Now she'd explore role-play and BDSM, seeking not just sex, but the power to reclaim desire and self-worth. Alex, 34, lived in his parents' attic, dependent and adrift. His sisters, a trio of exasperated optimists, set him up with tantra speed dating and bar pickup experiments. He was ready but only just. They met under the veneer of reality TV, but beyond the cameras, each was at a door, about to step outside or seal it shut forever. Deanne's first date was an hour late and underwhelming. He ordered diet soda. Conversation stalled. She excused herself. It wasn't spark, just awkwardness. She prodded her heart. Was weightless rejection easier than inviting disappointment? Sonali sat opposite a smiling man, his words slow-turning and warm. But when the date turned toward touch, her palms slicked. She silenced the conversation with a polite smile, chastising herself for weakness. That night she wept in the bathroom mirror. Why am I too scared for what I dream of so hard, she wondered. Rasha stood in a bondage workshop, heart thumping like a jazz solo. What was restraint but a promise? Yet she froze when intimacy edged near, fear surging from past betrayals. Later she told herself, I know what I deserve. I own no shame. Alex watched Andrea lean back during tantra speed dating. Her laugh echoed confidence he almost ached for. He stumbled through his turn, words stalled, eyes wide with hope and panic. That night, he practiced pickup lines in his attic, voice shaking at the reflection. Therapy sessions, not for everyone, became a sanctuary. Deanne realized she rejected partners for fear they'd reject her first. In family scenes, she confessed, I've waited for perfection, but maybe I'm the one who's been frozen. Sonali learned the word demisexual, a spark ignited for love, not lust. With an intimacy coach, she practiced saying vagina without shame. I'm uncensoring my body, she whispered, trembling, barely audible. Rasha wrote love letters, to herself then to dates. She described comfort, trust, and softness, not just kink. Her voice cracked when she read them aloud, but the tears were of strength. I am worthy, she repeated. Alex's sisters staged a mock bar pickup drill. Flinching at rejection, he fled to the garage and cried for the first time since childhood. His sister found him. It's okay, she said. We just want you to take the wheel. That night, he dared to text Andrea. Can we try again? On a group date night, Deanne and Sonali shared a table lit by luminescent candles. Their stories met there, rejection and fear, searching and sadness. They lifted each other, laughter forming between them. Rasha, spotting Alex alone at the edge of the room, offered gentle encouragement. They walked into the night air together, worlds separated by decades, fears, and script now bridged by courage. Deanne sat with a man who asked about her vulnerability. She shared briefly, and real connection flicked into being, not spark but ember. Sonali let a partner trace her palm. She exhaled a silent surrender. Love might not come in jazz, but maybe in someone's hand. Rasha felt herself retreat when a stranger asked about her marriage. She held her ground. She named her pain, her needs, her longing. The stranger listened. Her shoulders relaxed. Alex and Andrea walked under string lights. He spoke. I'm a virgin and I've never done this before. She paused, then squeezed his hand, eyes soft. Neither have I. At an adult resort, with candlelit dinner and permission to explore, Rasha wore soft lace. She let a man guide her through role play that felt like unfolding. She closed her eyes and allowed tenderness. Deanne coaxed spark by writing a text that was messy, real, and invited possibility. Her heart thudded with fear and hope as she pressed send. Sonali accepted flowers, music, a slow dance. She let her body lean into trust, into being seen. Each step 1-2 became prayer. Alex leaned into Andrea's laughter. The acceptance that moved through her gaze felt like revolution. His hand found hers. He pressed palms together. They were not perfect, but they were theirs. The finale evening. A simple gathering. No dramatic reveal, just human connection. For people facing each other, no longer strangers. Deanne's voice quivered. I let someone walk through the door tonight, and I didn't run. Sonali's breath caught. I didn't flinch at my body for once. Rasha's smile glowed. I let myself be wanted. Alex whispered. I reached for someone, and she reached back. They weren't transformed by sex, but by vulnerability. They didn't cross a finishing line, they created one. The show ended with no judgments, only beginnings. Imperfect, beautiful, alive.